Welcome to the second episode of the BSP. I'm with my dogs.
BSP.
How's it going?
No, I like it.
I don't like
No, that shit's good.
it.
It's got a nice
Nah,
ring to it.
we'll table that.
We're working on it, fellas. We're working on it.
No, it's already in play. Chase, how
All
you
right.
doing?
I'm good. Thanks for asking, I guess.
How you
Yeah,
doing,
yeah,
Chase?
yeah.
You good?
So
How's the family?
nobody cares.
No.
Nobody cares. Nobody cares. All right, we're gonna jump right into it. This week is gonna be our AFC preview. We got all the team totals from all the guys out in Vegas. And we're just gonna go through each team's additions. I have everything. We're very prepared for this.
What are we doing?
We're going through the AFC teams.
And doing what with them?
We're just discussing them, and then we have the team totals. We're gonna say over under.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay.
All right. So we're gonna go ahead and start with the AFC East. So we have the Buffalo Bills. They're coming in at 10.5 total wins. I already know what I'm picking with that. Their biggest additions, they got Curtis Samuel, Taylor Rapp, Mike Edwards. Stop me if you heard any of these people. Offensive tackle Latel Collins, Matt Collins at wide receiver, and the biggest move of the offseason, they got Mitch Trubisky.
Oh, the GOAT.
Their their biggest
Money Mitch.
losers.
Money Mitch.
They got obviously Stephon Diggs left. Gabe Davis is gone, two wide receivers. Tre'Davious White is gone. Jordan Poyer is gone. Micah Hyde is gone, and Leonard Floyd is gone.
Is DeMar Hamlin still there?
Yeah, no, that's the key thing is DeMar Hamlin is somehow still on this roster.
That's 10
What are
wins
you,
easy.
what are you gonna
Crazy.
say the whole roster? What are you
Yeah,
naming
what are you
everybody?
doing?
What?
It's gonna take 5 hours if you name everybody on the roster.
You're just
No,
naming
that's
everything that ever
that's their
happened.
additions and losses, So they
You
have
don't
the
have to do all
Bills.
that.
They have the Bills at 10.5. How we feeling about that? What do we think about the Bills?
That's
Wait, wait, wait,
ridiculous.
wait, wait, wait. Who was their undrafted free agent additions? We need to know that for the team totals.
All you need to know is what's his name? DeMar
10 and
Hamlin.
a half. 10 and a half is ridiculous. They're not
That's
winning 10 games.
that's a under. Look at
Yeah,
their
that's
schedule.
under all day. I mean, I don't even think we need to really talk about it. They lost everybody. How are they
Look
going
at
to hit
this.
10? They also lost their offensive coordinator. I mean, that's kind of overlooked as well.
No, just look at their schedule. It's a very difficult schedule.
But they got studs. They got Mitch Trubisky on offense and DeMar Hamlin locking down the secondary.
That's
So
very true.
I don't even think they break 500. I mean,
Okay. I don't know.
that's maybe an 8-win team.
9-8. Best case scenario.
Yeah, for sure. 9-8. All right. Next is the Dolphins. I'll just go over the biggest names, biggest additions. Shaq Barrett. I forgot he went there. Jordan Brooks at linebacker, Kyle Fuller, and Jordan Poyer. And their biggest losses, Christian Wilkins. I know he went to your Raiders. Robert Hunt. They lost Xavier Howard. Yeah, they lost Melvin Ingram. They have this team at 9.5. I think this year it's gonna be on Tua if he can hit his slant passes, which that's all he does. I think the Dolphins sneaky win this division. But yeah, I have them over 9 wins, 9.5 wins.
I think they only get 9. I have them going under.
Really?
I got the over.
So Chase, you saying that? Do you think who's gonna win that division? The Jets?
Yeah,
Patriots.
I'm high on the Jets this year with Aaron Rodgers coming back, and they still have that amazing defense. So
Yeah. I saw this is off topic. I saw something they said Saleh was the fifth worst coach in football. I think he's one of the most underrated coaches in the league.
well, yeah. What are they basing that off of though? Because
I don't know. It was just a list of the worst coaches in the NFL. I know what's your dude? Who's coaches the Raiders now?
Antonio Pierce.
Yeah, they had him at the fourth worst. But what? This is stupid.
I would have him at the bottom just because he hasn't really done anything yet to
Yeah, but
prove
you can't
himself
say
in
he's
the
the
league.
worst. Doesn't really make sense.
I just said he hasn't done much yet to prove himself in the league.
Anyway,
He's a
just to
new
go
coach.
around, I got Dolphins over. I think they're an 11-win team, honestly.
Yeah, under.
I got them at 10 exactly. It's over.
All right, we're going to the probably they're fighting for the worst team in the league. The Patriots. Their win total is at 4.5. It's a big number.
Well,
hammering that.
Drake May's having a terrible camp supposedly, so
Yeah,
that's not
what
boding
everybody's
well.
saying. If you go back to my our last episode, I was very high on Drake May, and I stand with that. He's just ironing out. They added Jacoby Brissett. That's a tight quarterback battle. Antonio Gibson, and Austin Hooper.
What are you doing? Austin Hooper, Antonio Gibson. Why are you even saying their names? Like they matter.
Yeah, they're studs.
Austin Hooper?
Hey,
What?
Antonio Gibson's good, bro.
They lost Mac Jones, lost Ezekiel Elliott, Devontae Parker, and Mike Gesicki.
Oh, Mike Gesicki, that's a huge loss.
Yeah, I say this is I'm a Drake May fan. I think he can get this team to 5 wins, so I'm taking over.
Okay, well, this is the easiest under ever. They're probably gonna win 2 games.
Yeah, under.
And then the last team, obviously the Jets. Their win total pretty surprising at 9.5.
Over.
And they got Mike Williams from the Chargers, Harrison Reddick, Tyson Smith. And their losses are Bryson Huff and Jordan Whitehead. Pretty much, they didn't lose really anybody.
Going 7-10 last year with what they did or what happened to them, I'm hammering that over all day.
Yeah, I
That's
mean,
a
I think
10-win team easy.
this is gonna be a toss-up year between the Jets and the Dolphins on who takes that division.
Okay,
Yeah.
you're putting too much stock into Tua, like he's proved himself at all.
I think this is honestly an overrated division.
He didn't do bad last year.
No, he
If
didn't
you
do
have
bad at all.
If you have Tyreek Hill, that makes anybody look good.
But that's the thing. They have a good team around him. He has
Yeah.
good running backs. He has good wide receivers. He has a solid defense.
You could
Tua can
say
only take him so far.
top 10 coach in the league, Mike McDaniels. Like, I mean, he's an offensive genius. I think this is a 10-win team. I still think the Dolphins win that division. But it'd be real. I mean, obviously, this is the story of the year. How's Aaron Rodgers gonna do? All right, back to real football. We're going to the AFC North.
There we go.
We're gonna start with the Ravens, 10.5. They got Derrick Henry, and that's pretty much it. They lost Patrick Queen, which is the dumbest move I've seen in a while. Don't know why you get rid of
Couldn't
that
pay
guy.
him. They couldn't pay him.
But
Yes, it could,
that's a
though.
guy. You think of Baltimore, you think of studs on defense, stud linebackers, right? That's
They
your
still got
guy you
Roquan.
lock up if you're the Ravens.
They got Roquan Smith, dude.
Well, they have Roquan Smith and Patrick Queen, whatever. Gus Edwards they lost. And
Bum.
yeah. Jadeveon Clowney they also lost. That's pretty much it. 10.5. I think Lamar Jackson's a stud. Somebody's got to win this division, and it's gonna be a tough division. I think every team is around the 10, 9, 8 game range for this division. I'm gonna go ahead and say Ravens under. I think they're gonna be a 9-win team this year.
All of the teams in our division have hard schedules, very hard schedules. I think we play the Cowboys division, if I'm correct, and we play the AFC West, so Chiefs. So
I think it's 1 through 4 hardest schedules.
Browns, Steelers, but it's gonna be tough to get wins in this division this year. Plus, we play each other, which is another hard part.
Yeah.
So
The Steelers are so hard to play against.
bro, get the fuck out of here. We're 7-2 against the Ravens the last 10 years.
Hey, we'll get to the Steelers. Calm down. You ain't got to get crazy.
Well,
Chase, what you think about the Ravens?
This is under the Ravens. A lot of people have them as Super Bowl contenders. I don't see it.
No.
Yeah, I think the loss of Patrick Queen I think it's just so dumb of a move that I think they regress because of it. Bengals. They added Zach Moss. They added Mike Gesicki and Trent Brown on the line. Lost Joe Mixon, Tyler Boyd, and that's about it. Obviously, this is going to be if Joe Burrow can stay healthy. I mean, he's injuries all throughout his career, pretty much it seems.
Healthy or not, under. I don't even know the number yet.
It's 10.5, same as the Ravens.
Oh yeah, they're not hitting 10 wins. or
Mm.
11 wins.
This is my over. My first over, I'm gonna say. Actually,
You said every under.
the Jets were the first over, actually, but
Uh,
this team's going over.
Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase, people figured that shit out. It's not happening anymore.
I just know Jamar Chase wants a new contract. T. Higgins doesn't want him to be on the franchise tag. I think they're gonna play angry. I give that. I think they're gonna hit 11 wins right
They're
on
gonna
the
play
head.
angry.
Yeah, they won the contract year. They both won contracts.
Huh.
So yeah, I give them 11 wins.
I took the Ravens over, by the way.
Then will you take the Bengals?
Under.
No. Cleveland Browns. This was pretty shocking. 8.5.
That makes
Added
I don't see
Jerry
that.
Jeudy, Jameis Winston, and Steelers legend Devin Bush.
Oh, Devin
They
Bush is
lost Joe
garbage.
Flacco. They lost Kareem Hunt. That's about it. Don't really see how in the world this team is at 8.5. I think that's the easiest over in the world. I think the minimum for this team, well, the minimum is 9 wins. I cannot see this team going under 9 wins.
What are you even talking about? When was the last good season Deshaun Watson had?
We're
He
not
hasn't
talking about
had
Deshaun
one.
Watson. Think about it. Deshaun Watson
He's the
didn't play at all
quarterback
last
of
year.
the team.
They had
Also,
Joe Flacco last year.
Also, Nick Chubb's not going to be ready for the start of the season.
Their best utility person on the team who wins them games.
They added Nakeem Hines. I think he's a very underrated player.
Who?
He did really well with the Colts in the same situation where what's that dude's name? Jonathan Taylor. He was out the first 4 games, which everybody's saying Nick Chubb's coming back second week. Everybody keeps saying that. I don't know. That's a very
no
weird
fucking
week.
way. Ain't no
I
fucking
know.
way.
I know. He's squatting 500 pounds in YouTube videos. It's
Right
the craziest
now.
thing. But I think Nakeem Hines fills that role. You also have Ford behind him. I don't think they're going to regress at all in the run game. It's
Naheem Hines.
He's
yeah.
not going to
His
regress in
career
the
high
run
in
game.
yards is 380 in a season, and you're so
He's
impressed
been
by this
he's
guy?
always been a backup.
Is he going to
But-
make it out of training camp?
Yeah.
He's always been a backup, but you're so impressed with him that he's just going to step into the Chubb
He
role.
can step into that role with the offensive line the Browns have. You look
The
at every
Chubb role.
PFF grade, they're top 5 in the offensive line.
You're a brand
Every
new
single
Browns
one.
fan, so you kind of just sound stupid right now.
Oh, you're a Browns fan? No fucking wonder
yeah.
we're
So
talking
this all
about
makes
this.
sense. This all makes sense.
Oh my dude, that didn't even register.
Yeah, well, no,
I'm really
I don't
impressed with this
see.
career backup. I'm really impressed with him.
I don't. He's gonna be impressive until Nick Chubb gets in there. Also, I don't know why you don't re-sign Kareem Hunt if you know Nick Chubb's hurt, but whatever. And think about this: they have
Ford did
Jameis
most of the
Winston.
snaps last year, anyways.
They have Jameis Winston as a backup. So even if Deshaun Watson sucks, and I hope he does, actually, I don't like Deshaun Watson.
You want Jameis Winston?
I mean, just to watch, I'd rather watch Jameis Winston than Deshaun Watson. I don't think anybody likes that guy. Anyways, over. Easy.
Yeah, under.
They're last in the division under.
No. Speaking of last in the division, we have the Pittsburgh Steelers. They're also sitting on 8.5.
What?
Yeah, 8.5.
I just put 500 on it.
Damn, just like that.
Yep.
You have Bovada open.
I do. I do.
Biggest additions, crazy. I think this is the craziest offseason of any team. Justin Fields and Russell Wilson. Patrick Queen and Deontay Jackson. They lost 3 quarterbacks.
Notably, he's been looking really good in training camp.
Yeah, I mean that's why I say his name. Lost Kenny Pickett, lost Mason Rudolph and Mitch Trubisky, lost Deontay Johnson and
been looking
Allen
terrible.
Robinson.
Is what I've been hearing. He's been dropping balls left and right.
I always hated him. I'll let you go ahead and get on your soapbox. Talk about the Steelers team.
There's no soapbox here. Over all day.
Damn. Okay, just like that.
No, keep doubting us.
It's not doubting. I mean, what Mike Tomlin had y'all over 500 for the past.
When's the last time we won 8 games?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. So 8.5. I think that's right where it needs to be. I think it's going to be an 8-win season. I'm not going to lie to you, but yeah, I have them finishing last in the division. I'll go ahead and take the under. I think this is the first time in a while that the Steelers win 8 games.
I need Russell Wilson to show me he could have a good season. Like his past 2 seasons with the Broncos were terrible. So
I mean,
He's not
what
gonna
makes you go
start.
ahead and say Russell Wilson's going to be starting?
okay, So if
I've
Fields
seen
starts,
tons of stuff, and we're talking about training camp. I've seen tons of stuff saying Justin Fields is looking like the guy
Well,
right now.
Russell
training
hasn't.
camp, they
Russell,
report anything.
Russell hasn't been in training camp.
Where is he at?
The first day he woke up and his calf is like strained or whatever.
Oh
So
God, here we go.
35-year-old
Already.
injury-prone quarterback, and then you have Justin Fields, who is too prone to run the ball and not go through his checkdowns. So I don't think this team's getting 9 wins.
AFC South. We have the
wow,
Texans. Wait, what did you say, Chase?
What?
he said the under.
Under.
Yeah.
Uh,
This is blasphemy.
Houston Texans 9.5. We'll just fly through this. I think this is the easiest bet of the board. Stephon Diggs, Joe Mixon, Darnell Hunter, and lost Singletary and Jonathan Grenard. I mean, this is over. That's all I gotta say.
I mean,
What was
it was 9.5. You said
Yeah.
there's a thing that is called the sophomore slump. Like, will Stroud go through that? I don't know. Is he going to have another dominant season like he did last year, or will defenses pick up on what he did last year?
Deep ball. I think they pick up on it. I think they're going to do the same thing to Joe Burrow. They're going to pick up on it on CJ Stroud. I think so.
Yeah, but my thing is they upgraded so much in the running back position. I mean, last episode we talked I think you said, Dominic, that he was just like Alvin Kamara, Joe Mixon is, in the passing game.
Yeah.
Right? So those checkdowns are going to be, even if they cover the deep ball, like y'all are saying, he's going to have Joe Mixon 10-yard screen passes like it's nothing. They still have Dalton Schultz at tight end. Like his checkdowns are stud players.
Apparently, Joe Mixon's going to lead the league in receiving yards.
Hey,
My goodness.
Hey, I
Jason,
was
when
trolling
we do
when I
our
compared
fantasy
him to
draft.
Kamara. I was trolling.
No, that's not.
When
We're
I said
keeping that the whole
Kamara,
year.
when I said Kamara, I was trolling.
No, we're
Like,
keeping that.
yeah, what?
That clip is saved, dog. All right. So easy over.
Dude, how many? You know, teams have to lose in this
Yeah,
game, right? You
everyone's
can't
going
take the
over. Everyone's
I picked
getting
unders. I picked
Nobody's
some
gonna
unders.
lose. Nobody's gonna lose in this fucking
This shit's recorded.
NFL.
We'll play it back.
I don't think Noah said one under.
He said the Steelers. That's fucking it.
No, I said Steelers, Ravens. No, I picked 4 unders.
All right,
Bills and Jets.
come on.
All right. Yeah, Texans over.
I think
Over.
they're right around 9 wins, so it could go over by 1. It's more than likely going to go under. They're going to be like a 9-8 win team.
Yeah, I say 9 or 10.
All right. Going to the Colts. Very, very, very weird team. 8.5.
What?
They didn't really lose anybody besides Gardner Minshew and Zach Moss. And
That's
then
too high.
what's that?
That's way too high.
And then yeah, I think it is. It's this year's Anthony Richardson. It's Anthony Richardson year. He showed amazing potential.
Complete new line.
Completely. All right. Well, then that's easy. That's an easy under.
He played like 3 games.
He looked
He hasn't
really
really shown anything.
He looked pretty good.
Yeah, he
I
did.
mean,
He
he looked good, but like, who knows how he's going to come back from the injury? Also,
I'm not a scrambling quarterback guy, so I automatically say that I don't think he's going to be that amazing.
Isn't Deshaun Watson a scrambling quarterback guy?
I don't like Deshaun Watson.
And let's be honest, he sucked dick at quarterback. I'm at Florida.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, I mean, that's just your bit. You're just drafting a build there and just saying play quarterback. You know,
And he's an athlete.
yeah. Under.
Oh yeah, under. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jags 8.5. Added Eric Armstead, Gabe Davis, and Darnell Savage. Lost Calvin Ridley, Darius Williams, and Rashawn Jenkins.
Under.
Yeah, they had a terrible last year. Their last year was so terrible. When everybody thought they were gonna,
They lost Calvin Ridley. Did you say that?
yeah, they did.
They're done. Why would they do that?
Well, they drafted that kid from LSU, wide receiver. I forget his name, Thomas Jr. or something like that. He was a first rounder, so I guess they kind of just replaced him. But it takes rookie receivers a little bit to get in the groove anyway. I think this is a 9-win team. I'll take the over, but this one, if it hits the under, I wouldn't be shocked at all. Like I'm 50-50 on this one.
I think it's going over.
Really?
I think they'll have a bounce back year. And
Do you think they win that division though?
I think they have a chance. Yeah,
'Cause
I
you
think
said the
they can.
Texans, they're like a 9-win team, right?
I like the Jaguars more than the Texans winning the division,
I got
and I know
Titans.
that's not gonna be a popular opinion, but
You got Titans?
I do have Titans.
yeah, Will Levis.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and say What did I say, over or under? I can't remember.
You said both,
You
kind of.
said 50-50.
Yeah, I really can't pick this one. You know what? I'm gonna go under because I picked so many overs.
I'll
All
go
right.
under as well.
Yeah, and Dom, listen to this total. This kind of blew my mind. Tennessee Titans 6.5. They added Ladarius Sneed, Tony Pollard, Calvin Ridley, lost Derrick Henry, Ryan Tannehill, and Al Scher at linebacker. I'm a big Will Levis guy. I love them at Kentucky, so I think this is a 8-win team at minimum.
I agree.
Yeah, this is the easy over.
Yeah, I
They
don't
have
know why it's
a
so low.
solid defense too.
Yeah, I mean, and they just keep. It seems like they're having this mentality of all in almost every year. It's like they always go after the older players. That's why they stuck their foot out and got Calvin Ridley. But yeah, I'm a big Will Levis fan. I think this 8-9 win team. Don't think they win the division though, but
I'd say they either win it or second.
and Chase, you say over?
Yeah, I said over.
All right. Last division for the AFC breakdown, we got Broncos sitting at 5.5. Additions: Josh Reynolds, Malcolm Roach, Brandon Jones, and I think biggest of all, they got Zach Wilson. Biggest losses: Russell Wilson, Jerry Jeudy, and Justin Simmons.
Okay, so where did he go?
Who
Justin Simmons.
is he still free agent?
Yeah, nobody signed him yet.
Yeah,
He's
I
a free
know.
agent still.
That's kind
Why?
of crazy in my
He must
mind.
be because one of my best friends is a Broncos fan. We were talking about this. He's top 5 safety in the league.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
he's the
mean,
most. I think he's the most overrated or overlooked safety in the league.
Underrated 100%.
Yeah, yeah.
he's probably weighing his options to try and pick the best contender he can at the moment.
I'm seeing Eagles, but
Eagles.
that's what I'm seeing.
5.5. This is. I think this could be the worst team in the league. Under for sure. I'm looking at like maybe a 3-win season. 7 if Zach Wilson starts, but it's probably going to be Stidham or something. No, Bo Nix. This is Bo Nix's team. I don't think Bo Nix can lead an NFL team at just being a rookie. So I think this is a 3-win team.
Yeah, under.
Under.
Kansas City Chiefs, the shit show. They got Marquise Brown, Irv Smith, and Carson Wentz is who they got. They also drafted that kid Xavier. Yeah. Biggest loss is Ladarius Sneed, Mike Edwards, and they lost one of their centers. Also lost Valdez Scantling and McCole Hardman. Dude, I'm gonna just say I think this is the year the Chiefs regress. I think it's a 9-win team. And I think they're gonna be fighting for this division.
11.5 is too much, especially with this hard schedule. Like we have to play the AFC North as well.
Oh, yeah.
Like this is just, I mean, there's some easy wins like the Broncos, and they'll probably split it with the Raiders like they do every year. But yeah, this is 12 is too many.
I think they have a chance to go 17-0.
Whoa, dude.
I'm not kidding, dude.
All right, well,
It's
let
not
me ask
fair.
you this question.
It's not fair for the league.
Is he just gonna press the throw to Travis Kelce button?
No, he's gonna press that Xavier Worthy button. I don't
Dude,
think
he
you
got
understand how
bodied in
good.
Oh my
training camp.
gosh. All you people look at 40 times and think he's gonna be the best wide
I
receiver.
watched him in
ever.
college. He's so fucking good.
Oh my,
Oh,
you
you mean he's
watched him
so
in college?
fast? That's what you mean.
The NFL.
That's
the
where.
NFL.
How do you think they draft people? They watch him in college and like, oh shit, this guy's good.
You know,
How come
to your credit, I mean, he kind of has the same build as
He's Tyreek Hill.
Devontae Smith. No, I wouldn't say that. Devontae Smith, very slim and fast. But I think he's more than likely a bust.
What? That's insane.
I don't know how that's insane, dude. You saw him in college. He must be good, right?
He is good.
Hey,
Under.
Dom.
Okay,
Dom,
when he torches the league next year and we're all fucked, don't.
Hey, if we're in fantasy this year, you're drafting him first round.
I'm not drafting first round.
Yeah,
since
well, there you go.
since you love 40 times so much, let's take a look at John Ross.
Yeah,
For
exactly. That's what I was trying to
future.
think about.
Bro,
did he dominate the league?
I don't even know what
Oh, he's on the Titans, by the way.
I don't know Xavier Worthy ran in the 40. I have no fucking clue.
He
It
ran
was like a
4.21.
Ford. It was a record. I think it was like
2-1.
I know he's a good wide receiver because I watched him play. I don't know what the fuck he ran in a 40.
You can't compare someone playing good in college to them that translate into the pros. You have to
That
wait.
doesn't make sense. That
He's a
doesn't
little
make
baby, dude.
sense.
Hey,
What are you talking about?
How does watching them in college not translate to the NFL? Where do you think all the stars came from? They were good in college and they became good in the NFL. That's how most of it.
And Johnny Manziel should have MVP. Ryan Leaf should have MVP.
Okay,
Tim Tebow. Tim
okay,
Tebow 5 times.
Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, CD Lamb. What were they doing in college? They were fucking superstars.
What? This is the stupidest conversation I've ever heard.
I don't get what you're saying. How do you
You
think
think he's
they
going to
get
be the best wide
drafted?
receiver in the world?
I'm not saying he's gonna be the best receiver in the world. I'm just saying he works well on the
Listen.
Chiefs. It's fucking over for us.
There's reports coming out that he was going to be in the 4th round until he ran his 40 time. And then he shot up to the 1st round because the Chiefs, they need a fast guy.
They need wide receivers. And look what they got. You give Patrick Mahomes a fucking wide receiver, you could put you out.
They could have got Xavier Legette. That's a perfect dude. The Panthers
you could
got
go
him.
run a post route and Patrick Mahomes would throw it to you for a touchdown.
All right, this isn't the Chiefs podcast. If you want to start that on your own, go ahead, start your Chiefs podcast, dude. All right, we got the Raiders 6.5.
Under. They fucking suck.
They got Gardner Minshew and Christian Wilkins. They lost Josh Jacobs and Jimmy G, the handsomest man in the world. Chase, I'll throw it to you.
Yeah, y'all could joke all you want. 6.5 is too low. They're at least a 7-8 win team.
I say 8-9.
We have
I believe it. I believe in the Raiders.
We have a top 10 defense, minimum top 10, probably top 5.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't know they lost Hunter Renfrow though.
Yeah, big loss. We barely used him last year.
All right. Yeah, Dom, what you got?
I'm gonna go over as well. Shit division.
Yeah. Well, I don't know, dude. You're a big Chiefs guy. We're back to
that's
big
two losses.
Big college guy. Big college guy.
Big college guy.
Okay.
Last team.
We'll
The Chargers.
We'll come back.
The Chargers 8.5.
0-17.
It could
We're
be
talking about
1.5.
the best quarterback in the NFL. They got Gus Edwards, Denzel Perryman, which is a big pickup. Don't overlook that. And Christian Fulton at cornerback.
Who's their wide receivers? By chance?
Let me get there.
A first-round pick, Quentin Johnston. Did he dominate the league, Dominic?
Never heard of him.
He did good in college.
Dude,
First-round pick last year.
Move on, bro. Oh my God.
He did good at TCU. How come he didn't do good in the NFL?
TCU fucking sucked last year.
Okay. And Texas, were they in the college football playoffs?
They were, you dumb bitch.
How'd they do?
Sorry.
What Chase, they lost to the Bulldogs what are you talking about? TCU was very good.
They didn't lose to the Bulldogs, but okay.
Yes, they did.
How'd they do in the
Texas?
college football playoffs?
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were talking about TCU.
They lost to Washington.
Michael
They also went to the national championship. You realize 4 teams making the playoffs. This isn't the NFL. There's not fucking okay.
They lost Mike Williams. They
Big
lost
Texas
Keenan
guy.
Allen. They lost Jalen Gutton. They lost Austin Eckler.
Why are you doing
They
all
lost
this? You're naming
Gerald Everett. They
Who
lost
cares
Will
about any of
Clapp.
this?
Huh?
Jared Everett, like, what are you saying? Who cares about any of this?
I don't know half of the people you're saying, dude.
You're
They're
just
wide
naming
receiver-
names
I'm just
like it
saying.
matters.
They lost 1, 2, 3 receivers. They lost their top tight end. And they lost Austin Eckler.
They
Five
might
key
they might
players on
win
offense.
one game this year. There shouldn't be this much discussion on the Chargers.
The over-under could be 0.5. I'm going under.
I would too.
Hot take of the year. Justin Herbert gets traded this year.
Jim Harbaugh loves to run the ball.
Yeah, Justin Herbert
He's
is
the
getting
most-
traded this year.
He's the most boring coach of all time.
JJ McCarthy.
JJ McCarthy, what are you talking about?
He threw 8 passes in the national championship.
Yeah, well, that's why the Vikings are going to suck.
Yeah, but he did good in college, so he should dominate the
He didn't
NFL.
do good in college.
All right.
He won the national championship. How's that not doing good in college?
His team did good.
All right.
He
That
handed the
concludes
ball off.
our AFC breakdown. I got a question for y'all because we have just a couple minutes left. Think about your team, right? What's one realistic trade that you hope the Steelers or Raiders make?
Realistic that we hope we make or
Yeah.
we could see happen.
I'll start. I watching the Browns. Realistically, I hope Deshaun Watson gets traded.
You can't say realistically and bring him
Listen.
up. That's impossible.
No,
He can't
Deshaun
sign his
Watson.
contract.
Trade him to the Titans for Will Levis.
Nobody's
realistic.
doing that.
Did you
That's
put
realistic. Wait,
before
who's
that?
not doing that?
Nobody.
Nobody's trading for his contract.
How much do they owe him?
They still owe him about $65 million a year because his contract was backloaded. It's I mean, realistically, I just hope he disappears. You know what I mean?
Yeah, realistically, I hope the Raiders get Mahomes for a 7th-round pick.
Why do you like Patrick Mahomes so much? Is this a Chiefs podcast?
Wow, Mahomes the best quarterback in the league that proved himself?
17-0.
Realistically, I hope Jameis Winston wins the starting job week 7.
They didn't lose anybody on defense except that one guy.
Ladarius Sneed.
And their defense is fucking amazing. Okay, we're done talking about the Chiefs.
Oh my God! Do you have a Chiefs jerseys in your closet?
No, I hate them.
Take off that hoodie. I know Patrick Mahomes under there.
You might be a fan of them later on in the season. Don't worry.
Yo, all right. Wait. So,
I thought we were gonna talk about that thing Chase said
what did he say?
in the group chat earlier.
think
Well, Noah just does whatever he wants.
What do you hold up?
Apparently, there's a big rumor going around that a major star is getting traded.
Is that it? Is that the only rumor? Like,
No, it's like a bunch of sources are saying it, and apparently it's already a done deal. I was saying we should come up with trade ideas of who we think it could be going where.
okay, go ahead.
I didn't get to look at it and think about it.
Go ahead, go off.
It was
So
reported by CTE ESPN
Antonio Brown coming back to the league.
and Come Sports.
I think he's still in a contract with the Raiders.
The biggest name is Ayuk, obviously. He's probably going to get traded.
Yeah, but is that superstar level though? I mean,
What? The top 5 wide receiver.
listen, I think of this, and I think of wide receiver, and who was getting talked about in trades last year? Justin Jefferson. Like that team they got rid of their quarterback. Nope, that team is not expected to do nothing. You sell Justin Jefferson high, you get more draft picks because you're going to regret JJ McCarthy as that pick.
They just gave him a bag though.
Yeah,
right?
they just gave him a major contract.
Sign and trade.
Why would they do that?
Why wouldn't? I mean, I'm just trying to think of superstars. I think of that, or I think T. Higgins is gone.
I wouldn't call
You
him a
think
superstar.
Ayuk's not a superstar, and you say T. Higgins is?
Yeah, you're ridiculous.
I'd take back the Ayuk superstar. I'd take that back. I wasn't really thinking.
I would
Shoving
call
the mic
him-
down your throat.
I'd call him up there as superstar. He's good as shit. He's really good. He's top 9, 8.
What I mean, that's really all I could think of, like a superstar trade out of the blue.
CeeDee Lamb was rumored.
That doesn't make sense. The Dallas is all in. They're not going to sell.
They're not all in on him. Not yet, are they?
The whole Dallas team's all in. Jerry Jones is about to die. He wants to win.
What are you doing? Quit
Put the
getting
mic
real
down.
loud, Noah. You're getting real loud.
My bad.
I think CD Lamb could be a potential.
Also, you can't pay everyone. Parsons needs a deal, and Dak wants an extension, and CeeDee Lamb wants a deal. Like, you can't pay all those people.
Who'd they? Oh, they also got Saquon. No, who'd they get?
The
as running
Eagles.
back?
Eagles.
They dropped Tony Pollard. Who'd they pick up?
Oh, you're talking about the
Cowboys.
Zeke is back.
So they just got Zeke.
Yeah, who
Oh,
did
they drafted a running back, didn't they?
Yeah, but what the that does make sense. Like
Ezekiel Elliott, Rico Dowdle, and Royce Freeman, Deuce Vaughn. Those are the running backs.
Rico, that's the dude they drafted like a year ago, right?
He's 26.
2 years ago.
I don't know when. He's
I mean,
he's been in the league since 2020.
I'm just thinking of bad teams with good players. Oh, superstar. I mean, it's not gonna happen right now. But I'm telling you, Justin Herbert is out.
Devontae Adams.
I can see Devontae Adams getting traded. I was just about to
Yeah,
say,
that's true. Yeah, to the Jets, right?
if we have a mediocre year again, I could see him getting traded.
Oh my God, to the Jets, that'd be awful.
No,
Why?
there was
Aaron
rumors
Rodgers does what he wants.
Adams for Ayuk basically swap was rumored.
I think the Raiders lose that deal.
No, we win that 100%. We get younger and we get a very good production of Ayuk.
I agree.
I
How old is
mean,
Adams? Is getting up there, is he not?
Yeah, I think he might be losing this step. I hate to say it because I love him, but
you love him.
He's 31.
Well,
that's
who,
old
who
for
else
wide
is who
receiver.
else do the Raiders have to catch the damn
Ayuk
ball?
is 27.
We have
Oh, Tyreek Hill.
Trey Tucker.
No, he's staying. Tyreek Hill does not get traded.
We have Jacoby Myers.
Oh yeah, I guess
He's good,
He's a Patriot, ain't he?
and we're gonna sign Renfro back.
you gonna sign him back after
I like
letting him go.
Renfro. I like Renfro.
We
This
can.
big brain. This big brain.
He's a sneaky athletic.
Who?
Renfro.
Yeah, he is very very sneaky athletic. It's a
He's a
surprise.
good route runner, which is
He,
what you need.
he knows
Good
the game.
fundamentals.
Yeah.
All right, well, that'll conclude this episode.
You just do what you want, dude.
Hey, dude, I have 2 minutes left. So what do you want me to do? Hey, you know what? The floor's all yours. Go ahead.
No, I'm good. All right.
Anyway,
good.
let's talk about how the Chiefs are gonna go 17-0, dominate the Chiefs.
I need to start another call then if we're gonna talk about that.
No.
All right. Well, that concludes this episode. Hopefully we keep pumping these out. We like making them. So yeah, we'll see y'all.